Okay, so we've been hearing on and on and on about the reality isn't real, it is a mirror, the world is a mirror, 3D is just a mirror, it's just a reflection. But a reflection of who? It's definitely not pointing to a reflection of the human being. How could it be if the human being, if the human mind, the human's nervous system, the human's imagination, the human's techniques are also very much part of this so-called 3D reality? So what it is pointing to, 3D and reality is a mirror. Reality is a mirror. Yes, it is God's mirror, your true form. Awareness is mirror. It is in fact a 360 degrees immersive mirror. It is a mirror by which your true form, God, looks at itself, looks at its creators and looks at itself. And it is immersive. Remember, immersive. So that's why from the human being, from the human in behind the eyes, it appears as things are separate. But again, everything is this singular one substance, this singular one source. And what we so-called like 3D reality or reality being a mirror, it's just reflecting back to you as God, whether you are being God, resting as God, being awareness, the awareness that you are, and that full, complete fulfillment, or being a human. In fact, the very word human being is calling out. It's already containing the secret of life. It is human being. But who's being a human, right? If we are human beings, who is being that human? That's pointing to the truth that in fact you're not a human, you're just being a human. And who's that being? Your true form. God, awareness, self, I am, source, spirit, whatever word resonates is the right word. Please use whatever word works for you. Let me know what works the most for you, what word resonates the most with you, but they're all pointing to the very same thing. So that's why when we hear, if you want to change reality, and again, I'm using quotation marks here for reality because reality is you. So if you want to change this physical reality from the human experience, you first need to change yourself. No, you don't need to change your human self. Please, the human self, in fact, is perfect and whole and complete. It is a creation of you as your true form. What it is, this sentence is actually pointing to is a deeper truth, is the actual truth. It's the only truth that, yes, it is a reflection, it is a mirror, but it is more than that. It's in an immersive 360 degrees mirror by which you, in your true form as God, look at your own reflection, and you look and you see either your reflection as God, which is this fulfillment, completion, abundance, perfection, nothing is missing, everything is appearing within it, or you see the reflection of God being a human, playing this human role, and then you see limitations and you see things appearing as desires or disappearing or others and separation, where everything is just all you. So I've been hesitant to kind of speak about the reality in itself, because again, you are reality, and that's what I've mostly been focused on pointing to the freedom and the truth that you are the whole entire reality. Nothing is missing from you. You contain everything, and everything is appearing as you, as a multidimensional being, as awareness, as God, as the awareness in which everything is appearing and which contains every single shape and form of this awareness. But then naturally, and without separation, right? Because there's this one singular source, and when there's no separation, then there's no 3D and 4D. There's not a reality to try to mold and fix, because you are the whole of it, your entirety of it. But yes, why not? Let's speak about what, from the human point of view, which is just a point of view, it's appearing as reality from the human's point of view. And it's just God's mirror. So it is actually accurate. Reality is a mirror, or sorry, not accurate, but like this physical reality, this seemingly physical reality, this illusionary dream is a mirror by which God is looking at itself. Yes, that's true. But God, awareness, it's not a mirror that reflects the human being. And it has to be the human being forcing things and changing things for this reality to change. Think about it. The human being is, again, very much a reflection of this immersive reality, of this 360 degrees mirror. It's just another one of the reflections of this physical reality. Bear with me, because I'm really hesitant to use separate between 3D and 4D, just because we're coming really to grasp and for you to become completely free from any separation. Separation is an illusion, so I'm trying to not create more separation and really point to the truth and the clarity of you as the only source, as the one consciousness, as the one awareness. And in this one consciousness, in this one awareness, you're looking at this physical, as this mirror of yourself. You're looking at yourself from this mirror, and you either see yourself in the fulfillment and abundance of God as I am, as being which you are, or you see the role playing of the characters that you're role playing as being a human being with other reflections, good nor good or bad. This is just a show. This is just a reflection. This is just the performance, a dream. It's just a game. There's no good or bad. That's again what there is non-duality. There is only non-duality. There isn't duality because there's no opposition. There's no opposing forces because there's one singular substance. There's one singular source. There's one awareness, one God. And then from that essentially makes the human behind the eyes. It's just God's lookout. It's God's lookout to see this immersive reflection of itself. It's just a point of view. It's just a viewpoint of God. It's the lookout of God to immerse itself in this immersive 360 degrees mirror. That's all it is. Not more real or less real than any other reflection that's appearing in this mirror, in this immersive 360 degrees mirror. So let me know if you have questions. Let me know if this clarifies things for you, and what this you first need to change yourself really points for reality to change. Again, it's not changing yourself. Please do not change. You don't have to change yourself. You are the self. There's no changing yourself. You are the self. It is in the recognition and in the awareness of you as the God awareness experiencing itself in this immersive reality, as reality, recognizing itself as reality, that then also that is the abundance and the fulfillment, that naturally then this immersive mirror reflects back all you are, which is God, which is perfection, which is abundance, which is completion, which is the nothing is missing. So the sentence in itself needs to be really, really clarified. Again, reality is a mirror, or the 3D is a mirror. It's not completely accurate. You are reality, you are the mirror, you are the reflection, you are the whole of it. But yes, from the point of view from when God is looking out from the human behind the eyes, then it appears that there is a quote-unquote external reality, but it's essentially just this immersive mirror for which God, yourself, reality is experiencing reality, in which everything is appearing. Awareness is experiencing itself. God, whatever the word resonates with you is the right word. So hope this really clarifies things for you and takes away any characterization from the human. Not that it's good or bad. Again, there's no free will from the human's character perspective, but it is the recognition of God, awareness, being aware of the human character just being a character, and the recognition of God as just having used this human body as a lookout, as a viewpoint of this immersive reality, that when that happens, then naturally everything unfolds and there's no pressure, there's no allowing. Then and I let me also speak a little bit now, because then the natural phase is detachment as a byproduct. And I don't want to ever hear that attachment is bad. Attachment is just something that the human character does. It's a character's attachment. There's nothing bad with attachment, absolutely nothing. It is a natural byproduct. It's a natural consequence of you recognizing yourself as God, in God taking away the human mask and being like, oh, I'm God, everything is appearing within me. That then detachment occurs as a consequence. It's not a requirement, it's a consequence. It's a byproduct of what naturally unfolds when you recognize yourself as the God awareness that already has everything. It's not that detachment occurs for then reality to shift. That might seem like the case from the human's being's point of view, when God role plays as a human being, because when they stop caring, then things seem to appear to them without force, but that's not what's happening. So what actually truly is happening is, in your recognition as God, in the recognition that you are fulfillment itself, you're God, your awareness, then everything is already within you and nothing is missing. Then as a natural consequence of that, there's detachment, because there's no duality. Again, there's not an attachment and detachment. You are all there is, and you already have everything there is. So that kind of like seems from a human being's point of view that the moment there's detachment, then things appear to me, but that's not what happened. It is a byproduct, it is an output, it's a consequence, not a requirement of what happens. From the human being's point of view, they please be as attached as you want. It really truly doesn't matter, because it is just a character, and the character, whether with its attachment, with its beliefs, with its thoughts, has no power in quote-unquote manifestation, has no power in any of this, had no power ever, and had no free will ever. It's just a character. So it doesn't matter whether there's attachment or there's detachment. But again, as you recognize yourself as awareness, as I am, as God, which essentially translates to your everything can contain everything, and everything is only just appearing within you as this multidimensional being of existence, and in which everything exists and everything is appearing, then yes, naturally, it is a consequence that you detach. But not only you detach, it is a consequence that then, because you already have everything, it is a consequence that everything that is dual, the having, not having, the lack, the lack and the abundance, that then it all naturally appears because you're everything. So there could never be any lack. There could only be abundance and fulfillment and joy and everything within you, already within you. Alrighty, so hope this clarifies things, and let me know if you have any questions. Love you so much.